Alright there guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome to Savotta Russia. So let's try and do a little Sunday hangout video here, and the theme is of course gonna be why I've been away and how I ended up with an oxygen mask and a COVID center in the regional capital here and so on, so. But before we start that, I would very much like to thank Tatvias. I cannot explain, cannot pronounce your name correctly, but the Lithuanian in Chicago. Thank you very much for what can we call considerable donation. It landed on a sweet spot, Tatvias or Tatvitias. Thank you very much, buddy. That's much appreciated. But we also have to get through some disclaimers and caveats and whatnot here, because I am not a doctor. This video here is of course gonna be COVID-19 related, my own experience here, recently spending 12 days in a COVID center, right, with the oxygen mask and all that good stuff, and how I ended up there and so on. So, but I'm not gonna give any medical advice or anything like that, because I am not a doctor. So I cannot do that, and there's plenty of people out there which can give advices and all that good stuff. But also I'd like to say to you guys, I mean, this is a heated topic, right? So please try and be respectful to one another in the comments, whether you disagree with this or disagree with that, blah 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 blah. There's enough people out there being freaking morons and telling everybody what to do or not to do, and whatever they think is the truth, and blah 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 blah. Be respectful to one another in the comment section, unless you want to be deleted. Alright, so let's try and be a little bit more cheerful here. But one of the many questions I had, the most often asked question is, did I some time ago get a shot? And I did not. Some people think that I did. Some people think that they have heard me say that I did. I did not, okay? I did not. Well, we can go back, because I made a video out here actually where I said the entire family got the COVID. That's like 6-7 months ago or something like that. And what happened back then was there was 3 people here testing positive. My father-in-law, my mother-in-law, and they got shipped off to a hospital and this and this and that. But we all got ill. So I didn't get tested back then myself. Mrs. Survival Russia got tested, she was negative, and I don't remember who the third person who was positive was. Anyway, back to the future here. I got tested twice, and I was tested positive twice. So what happened was that the pink ninja got ill in the school, of course. I think it was a husband of a school teacher who's been somewhere and brought this stuff out here, because this is a very small community, right? So it raced through the village down there pretty darn fast, I can tell you. So Pink Ninja got ill, tested positive, got pneumonia, nothing really serious, just pneumonia. Or pneumonia, I think it's called in English. In Russian we say pneumonia. Anyway, I got ill, and I had a heavy fever. When I get a heavy fever, I just lay, and I drink water, and I just lay, and I slept for I stayed in bed for 24 hours, didn't take any medication or anything, because fevers are there for a reason. And normally they try and knock out of your body whatever is there, which is bad, right? So just try to burn it out. Excuse me for being maybe not 100% accurate and 100% up and running. I'm not right there yet. I actually lost 16 kilos. But anyway, I got tested, and I tested twice positive for COVID. And when my condition sort of worsened, I got shipped off with the ambulance to the local capital. It's like 250 kilometers from here. Ended up in the COVID center. I had pneumonia, 10% on the left, 15% on the right lung, and that was quite all right. it was nothing really serious, but after 3 days at the COVID center, I started to have really serious problems breathing. Oh, my oxygen level was super low and I couldn't really breathe. I could just breathe very shallowly. And then I ended up having this oxygen mask on for, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 days or something like that. Crazy. I was really depending on that mask. I'll show you a little bit of some pictures here from the COVID center, spending some time there, right? Corridor. So the rooms. The rooms, they're called tents for some weird reason. 204, this is my tent. I live there. We are 4 guys there. I don't know how many guys are in each, 4 or 5. As you can see, there's more there. It's crazy. My reporting here is not very great because I feel pretty crappy actually. I just want to show you what it looks like here. Long hallway, as you can see. 70-80 meters. Common refrigerator. Toilet is down there. It's split into 2 halves here. Up there. One section, the other section. But one of the things I can say about the experience itself is that I felt really bad. I never felt this bad in my life before. And I'm a guy with a perfect health record. I never spent a day in hospital except for when a piece of metal entered my body, but that was of course a different matter, right? That is not an illness. That is a acute metal poisoning. But that's the only time I spent time in hospital. That's up until now, yeah, with pneumonia, and I got a serious pneumonia, double-sided, and this and that, and I think I was at 30-40% or something. Well, it was hell. At some point, being in this hospital there, my condition was just horrible. The one thing was the fever and so on, but then another thing was like the whole feeling in the body. It was so bad. It was so bad. And then I got better. Had a really nice feeling for 2 days, and then I just dropped down again. I was like, no, why? What's going on? And I was just fever, shaking, just a bad feeling. It's the only thing I can say. Just a bad feeling. Got well again, dropped down again. As one of my viewers, one of you guys wrote, I also had this dance with the devil, and this definitely felt like a dance with the devil, because it also played mind tricks on me and so on. Right? I was really thought I was gonna die at some point. Seriously, I was really, because it was like up and down in the hole again, and have to fucking drag yourself out, and that was really bad. But anyway, the fun thing was being shipped from the regional capital here to the local hospital. Local is 100 kilometers from here. But I was with a first responder guy, of course, in the ambulance, and he was a youngster. And I was with this small bottle of oxygen, and ambulance driver, helper, they were having to tank some gas just outside of the capital, and it took forever, and he said, let's just turn it off. And he had, of course, this measuring device which measures your pulse and oxygen level in the blood and all that good stuff. And so we decided, okay, let's play a game, let's see how it goes without any oxygen. And I said, yeah, I'll get it up to 98%, no problem. And he was laughing at me. because we were measuring and it was like 89%. Okay, we were just sitting, and it was like, hey, let's try and measure it. Let's play the game. We call it like play the game, Poikaraim. So we were playing the oxygen level game, but I was sitting and breathing and all that good stuff, and starting to get up in the 90s, and then 94, and I made it to 96, and I was actually pretty shocked and happy at the same time that I actually was able to, for the first time in more than a week, to exist without this this mask on, this oxygen supply. I think without this oxygen supply, yeah, I would definitely have died. I'm pretty sure about that. Maybe not, but I think the possibility was high. But one thing that really helped me to get better breathing was a nurse told me, Lars, you have to lay on your stomach. You have to lay on your stomach at all times. No laying on the back, no nothing. And I hate laying on my stomach. I simply cannot sleep on my stomach. But I had to, so I did. And it took me 2 days from while she gave me that advice. It took me 2 days to be able to breathe a whole lot better. And now I can breathe much better. But I'm not at 100% at all. But now I'm feeling pretty alright. I mean, it's gonna take a few weeks at least, I think, before I can start to do any serious hiking around in the forest. But I mean, we have to get out and get some moose meat and stuff like that, right? I should be out hunting grouse and rabbits and whatnot at the moment. It's awesome weather for it. This is the time, right? But yeah, there was one funny story from the kind of funny anyway, from the COVID centers. Mrs. Russia sent me some food. You can call some of this is a big city, right? So you can call the supermarkets and they'll bring our stuff. So she got me like 10 liters of water. I don't know how many yogurts and Indian tonic. And this, I had like 3 bags like this plus 10 liters of water. And I was thinking, are you crazy? I mean, because we had a common refrigerator, right? Shareable refrigerator, but not for that, that was like half the refrigerator. But I had to take these bags down to the refrigerator and try and sort it out and so on. So I just went this, I showed you the corridor here again, if I haven't already shown you. But anyway, I was like, walking with these bags, sitting and trying to sort it out. And all of a sudden, I realized, because I've been on oxygen there, but I didn't realize how serious it was. I realized I couldn't breathe. So I just had to leave all this stuff and just walk through the hallway like, I really sounded like that. And I just went to my bed and just opened this faucet with the oxygen and just like, and then that was when I kind of realized this is serious stuff, because just these kilos of plastic bags with stuff in, it ate all my oxygen. So, I mean, that was insane. This is most likely gonna be a relatively long video, just blah blah blahing. Basically, it's a hangout day video, Sunday hangout. So it's just gonna be whatever blah 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 I can come up with, which should sort of like answer some of your guys' questions. Right? Well, here we have some projects which got severely delayed. Another severely delayed project, but we have rigged up the tent here. Let's take a fast look at that. Me and the engineer, the other engineer, have already been working inside here a little bit. So you have the oven going, firewood stacked, table ready. We need to get some of this stuff out. And I have some more of these uprights here, because I'm gonna put some uprights there, and some uprights there, and there, and there, and there, and there. So the tent's gonna be a little bit more stable. But that's basically it, guys. I think I'm just trying straight off my head to try and answer you guys questions and just give a little bit of a reporting on how this thing here was for me. So hopefully the next video is gonna be something a little bit more interesting, right? Than me blah blahing about illnesses and stuff like that. We're definitely gonna take up the 6x6 drive project. That's gonna be very interesting because it's gonna be very untraditional and all that funky stuff. So guys, thank you very much for your time. Please check the links in the description if you feel like it. And until next time, get on the train, get it done, do something awesome, and see you in the next video, guys. Oh, very nice to be back at the homestead.